Alright, we're back with week 8, second to last week of Star League Racing. We're here with a little bit of basically this is a pro wrap-up week where we're going to be finishing off all of the rest of the pro elimination races and doing the pro finals. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a weird schedule today, as I said last week and as it followed last week. We're going to be having some odd scheduling issues because some people have some problems and there's going to be dynamic scheduling and it might be a little bit tough to organize, but I'll give you the quick rundown for today's stream. We're going to be having Kurt versus Brutwarst right now, followed by Krill71 versus Schnitzel DX. Then we're going to have the Pro Finals, which is DT versus Pippinachi, best 3 out of 5. Get excited for that. And then we're going to take a long break, about 3 hours long, and we'll come back after that. Of course, we're going to go offline. But when we come back after that, we'll be doing Link Ruler versus Samots. Tomorrow we'll have 3 more races, which will lead up to the Pro Elimination Finals. I'm joined by Kinny. I'll give him a chance to talk here.
Hey everyone.
Yeah, so Kinny, the fan favorite commentator, is here to
me.
join us for some fun times. But yeah, so we're going to be doing Pro Low Percent for all of the races today. I'll do a quick rundown of what exactly Low Percent is. Low Percent involves using only your starting items and health, which means those 4 bounds, 4 ropes, and 4 hearts. So you cannot pick up any other passive items like jetpacks or hit climbing gloves. You can't use the cape. You cannot fire weapons. However, you can use environmental items like rocks, skulls, and most notably the landmine, which can act as an extra bomb. So that's how Low Percent works. Now, as far as races go, we're going to be doing a best 2 out of 3 format. Each racer has 15 minutes per round to either beat Olmec or get as far as they possibly can. Whoever wins, whoever beats the game first or gets the farthest within the 15 minutes allotted will take a win, and whoever gets 2 wins first takes the round. And we're starting off here with an elimination bracket match, which means whoever loses in this Brutwarst versus Kurt competition will be out of the tournament for good, and whoever wins will move on to races tomorrow. There we go. So, yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Kenny, you got anything to say? Because we're going to start in about 30 seconds here.
Sounds fantastic. I'm ready.
So everyone's glad to have best commentator back.
Oh yeah, I
Races.
won by like a vote.
You've won by quite a few votes, let me tell you.
Nice.
I believe you, like, have... The next best person has 2/3 of the votes that you have.
That warms my heart.
I sit at 3rd to last. Rip.
And here we go.
Alright, Brute is like... What is Brute doing? Okay, well... We're gonna get
No,
started
it
here.
looks good.
Yeah, okay. I just was worried. He worked with delay. I thought he was gonna jump the gun a bit there, but it's all good. I think I have a lot more delay than usual.
Getting rid of the walls are shifting.
Yeah. Walls are shifting tends to be something that happens a lot during these races, but as we get along here, less and less people have done it. I believe Pib did it too.
Yeah, I think so.
I guess since I did mention the Star League commentator straw poll, I will bring it up for you guys, and you can go ahead and vote on it.
Wow, a jetpack teleporter for Brute in his 1-2 shots.
Ouch. Also, yes, it was 2/3 second place for that competition in comparison to you. You got 1/3 of all votes.
Oh lord.
Yeah, so bravo.
Brute having to burn a rope from 1-3.
Ooh, yeah, that's unfortunate. We see a lot of ice caves issues during these runs, so hopefully Brute doesn't have to pay with a bunch more ropes in the ice caves. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah, both on roughly the same pace. Kurt a little bit behind here.
But, I mean, Kurt has all 4 ropes, so we'll see.
Yeah.
And Kurt no longer allowed to use the yellow miner lady now that he lost against Samots.
It's true, we now have a bear suit racer.
If races end before the hour-long timestamp that they're given, which really the timestamps are just there to give you an idea of who's going when and when to be prepared for it, then we just move on.
Yep. Both in the jungle now. Still on their first seed.
Yeah, they were both out there at the same time, but Kurt's level was a lot faster than Brute's, and that's not necessarily because of skill, just how the seed worked out. See?
Yeah, and now they're both roughly at the same pace, going into 2-2, both full health.
Yeah, the only resource lost so far is Brute is down a rope.
Yeah, this is really close. Yeah. Tiki Village for Kurt.
Yeah, that's too bad. Although there's very few boomerang guys there. Oh, there they all are, never mind. And
Ooh, he's gonna have to burn a rope here.
we'll add to the...
Does that... I'm not sure.
We're gonna...
Ooh,
I'll tell
confused.
Kurt that I'll let it slide.
Okay. I mean, it was a priority issue.
Yeah, that was a priority issue. Didn't exactly do anything for Kurt, and he ended up wasting a bunch of time regardless. We're gonna add to the pip counter there too.
Yeah. If anything, he was penalized a few seconds by having to think about it.
Yeah. We'll have rules next season for how exactly low percent will be handled if something happens like that. Boomerang, throwing the boomerang during low percent runs would
Yeah, in case
invalidate an
anyone
any
was
percent
confused,
run. I mean,
what we were talking about there was the boomerang throw by Kurt.
yeah. Normally it would invalidate a low percent speed run, but for races right now, since we're in the moment, we're just gonna let it slide. Not a big deal.
Yeah,
Kurt,
it didn't give him an advantage anyway.
Yeah, Kurt had to wait a few seconds regardless. Not a big deal. Alright, but speaking of Kurt, pretty simple level so far. Brute choosing to carry a landmine through the ice caves. The more I watch these races, the more I think that's a bad idea. Because taking fall damage with it can...
It's, it's good on a low percent run when you're playing on your own, going for a PB, but in the races it can be detrimental.
Yeah. 3 times out of 5, falling with a landmine and taking fall damage means you end up dying because you'll land on the landmine.
Yeah, if you fall at an angle especially. If you fall straight down, you should just, the landmine should bounce in front of you.
Yoshi, Kurt's boomerang throw is a pickup priority issue. Since he was trying to go fast, he just immediately threw what he was trying to pick up, which ended up being a boomerang on accident. Alright, both into the temple at the exact same time. This is pretty good so far, man.
Both still up 4. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no?
Brute
Oh no!
died in 4-1.
Oh my god, you have millions less delay than I do. I'm going to refresh that real quick.
Yeah, probably a good idea. So Kurt is going to take the lead if... Oh no.
Don't tell me.
It's okay.
Okay, I thought he died again, and I'm like, how far behind can I be? Alright,
No,
we got Brute's feedback.
Confusing layout. Also a random Cobra opened a bomb box in the temple there. That was interesting.
Alright, Kurt, yeah, handled that lava
Yeah,
pretty
Kurt
well.
has the lead. He's got 3 health. He has a good shot to finish his first seed here. He's going into 4-3 at sub pace. Yeah, it happened so quick I didn't even get to see how Brute died. I was watching Kurt at the time.
Brute ended up dying to...
An explosion somewhere, I believe.
I think he might have dropped his landmine, but regardless, somehow his landmine got blown up by a thwomp, crushing it very nearby him, and he ended up dying to that.
I think Kurt might realize Brute's down at this point.
That was an interesting sound.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Okay, so, Brute moving on to the Jungle 2-1 here, while Kurt is actually on to Olmec with all of his resources. I think minus a rope because he had to use one in the jungle. There was a Tiki situation that he could not bypass. So, we'll see.
Kurt on to Olmec.
I think Kurt's going to be going for fast strats, not quite the opposite, safe strats here, and
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. With the landmine on all 4 bombs, you can just create a path straight down for Olmec to fall into and complete the fight safely, as long as you don't mess up everything.
Yeah, it's looking good for Kurt here.
Hey, you can't do that! Poor Brute just got random shopkeep aggro too.
Wow.
Yeah, not looking good for him, considering Kurt is at the end of the game and he has shopkeep aggro.
Yep, and...
And Kurt messes up safe strats.
Wow.
This is not over.
That's
This is over.
a good one.
Yep, no, that's over. That's too... Oh my god. Why can nobody do safe strats?
There's nothing you can do. This
No,
is...
there is something he can... Oh, but he messed it up. You had to wait one more smash, jump off to the side. Oh, Kurt's gonna go down on Olmec. Brute has a solid chance of coming back, but with shopkeep aggro.
This just got really interesting.
Yeah. Alright,
That's
so Brute
always
has the
been
lead.
a worry of mine is if I'm gonna teeter and just fall off the edge like that.
I was still... Kurt had a chance there. It's just, in the moment, you know, we're not freaking out about whether or not you're gonna win the race. So we have a little bit of a better mindset as far as things go. Kurt was a a little bit stressed there. There was a way to handle that. You could have gotten out of that situation alive and well.
I honestly didn't even see it until after Olmec made that last stomp there. Then
Yeah, I saw it just before Kurt ended up getting killed there. Unfortunately, he did not, so
this is
too bad. But now, what we thought was going to be the end of a race and a loss for Brute could be a victory for Brute. However, Brute has shopkeep aggro, so this is one of the more interesting races we've had.
Hopefully he notices that Kurt's down. Oh no.
Well, Brute. I mean, that was not exactly the best way to approach a shopkeeper on the ice caves, I'm not gonna lie.
Just hard to come in from above there.
Yeah. There was a bounce pad, he could have gone back up and around, which would have been the best way to do that, but unfortunately, Brute wanted to go fast, ended up getting shot in the face with a few bullets, and one is enough to kill in low percent.
Yeah. Alright, so for Kurt's sake, hopefully he knows Brute's down.
But yeah.
Because he has a solid 3-level lead here.
Yeah. Of course, if he pauses in the middle of the game, it doesn't help him, but yeah, that wasn't for very long, that's fine.
Wow, a triple hired help shop for Brute there.
Yeah. Brute, our favorite score runner, gonna yell at me for that later.
He is quite good at them. He came up with the newest score run strategy, which is backmaticking a vault keeper to death.
Yeah, that's something
it's
that
very
pretty much
useful.
everyone uses. Yeah,
constantly.
Honestly, and you don't even need a matic as far as I'm aware. You can use any item that has a swing like that.
Yes, you can use the machete as well.
But we use Kinny strats on machetes here at Charlie Racing.
Yes, we break machetes and walls.
Oh, is it Mike's birthday today? Yeah, happy birthday, Mike. Kurt is honoring you with Mike fail right at the end there.
Alright, so we have Kurt going into the ice caves on 3 health, 4 bombs, and 4 ropes, so set pretty well. Brute has gained some ground.
Brute just used a rope there as well.
Yes. Psychic presence for Kurt.
And it's not... Oh, okay, could have been worse. That's actually pretty much the best of a bad situation right there with that psychic presence level.
Waiting out the
Not at all open-ended on the left, which means you can just land down on the platform and run your way to the exit. Alright, it's looking like this race is in Kurt's favor at this point. We do have 5 minutes left here, so anything could happen. If they do end up dying here, I doubt they'll be able to make an impact on the game. Brute has a chance, if he dies here, to maybe make it back to Olmec if he's really quickly, but that's about it. Brute definitely has to hope that Kurt dies here. Well,
yeah.
Actually, Brute's only 2 levels behind, and Kurt did just have a 22-second level, so who knows what could happen.
A really rough tempo level for Kurt. And
yeah.
Although Kurt just had a super fast 3-3.
I mean, it doesn't matter if you get an incredibly slow tempo. Those can last for like... I mean, I remember Kurt, in one of his own races, ended up not even going down to the second layer level after like 20 or 40 seconds because of a terrible situation.
Yep. Brute just rode a landmine down the level and jumped just before the landmine hit a landmine. Just before the...
He rode a landmine down the level.
Oh, I can't talk, but he rode a falling platform down, and the platform hit a landmine.
Yeah, I saw that. That was a bit scary. I think he saw it though. Kurt, with a little bit of a dilemma here, he has to throw something to trigger that arrow trap. Actually, I just put the landmine down, trigger the arrow trap, and grab it back. He doesn't want to throw the arrow trap where the thwomp could blow it up, because then, of course, he would lose it. And this is exactly what we're talking about. This is an incredibly slow level for Kurt here, and Brute is taking that advantage of this and moving on to 4-1 while Kurt is still on the level.
Yeah, this is over 30 seconds, and there wasn't a whole lot he could do about it.
Yeah, that's just a bad situation. Kurt did the best he could in that event. Looks like Brute is a not-so-good level, too.
Yeah, he used his... Ooh, there's a mummy situation if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, that's down to 1 rope for Brute.
The rope... Yeah, the rope definitely helped him out there.
Okay,
wow,
this is just terrible.
Yes. If that bubble dissipates, it should be good.
Yeah, he has to just wait this out, then it'll become pretty easy for him.
Alright,
Kurt,
but yeah, he also had a 30-second level.
Ooh, Kurt getting a perfect 4-3.
Wow, that caveman.
The caveman is the hero of this race if Kurt ends up winning.
And Brute gets a First Kali 4-2 that is also straight down.
Yeah, I mean, if Kurt decides to do
oh my.
That's... I don't even know what to say.
Yeah, that's...
There's nothing you could have done about that. And this race
yeah,
is
that
going to go to
caveman's
Kurt.
not gonna do it. It's in Kurt's hands again, yeah.
With 2 minutes and 45 seconds, there's no chance for Brute to get all the way back to Olmec. So whether or not Kurt ends up winning this, which looks like
true,
he's going to do
actually,
safe strats. Yeah.
So round 1's gonna go to Kurt.
Good job to both racers. Congrats to Kurt for that first win.
Yep.
And we'll see if he does or does not mess up safe strats here.
Yeah.
Alright. And Kurt finishing off with the rope glitch.
Rope glitch.
Alright, and there he goes. We're going to give him victory diamonds to reset the timer and get Brute and Kurt back to the main door. That was really back and forth, pretty exciting stuff. I can swear, like, Kurt was gonna win. No, Brute's gonna win. No, Kurt's gonna win. No, it's gonna die. I don't know. Alright, so yeah. Kurt takes the first victory, has a solid chance of winning it all this next round, but we'll see if Brute makes the comeback here. It wouldn't be the first time we've seen one.
That's true. A lot of racers have won seeds 2 and or races number 2 and 3 after losing number 1.
Yeah. I think Kurt was actually one of those. Yoshi versus Kurt was a match where Yoshi took 1 victory, and Kurt followed it up by winning 2. Maybe the tables will turn and Brute will pull one on Kurt.
Entirely possible.
Alright, so we're gonna wait for... Oh yeah, they're both there. So we're gonna get started in about 30 seconds here. 40 with delay, of course. And Kurt had the sensibility to not do the opening cut, the ending cutscene rather, for Olmec. Doesn't have to reset the walls are shifting. Yeah, we don't require you to go through the exit there. It's actually better if you don't, so we don't have to sit through your cutscene, of course.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, if you want to walk through the desert, have fun.
Kurt's going to give us the menu glitch here.
Yeah, of course. We've seen this so much during races. Like, it got found out, and now everyone is doing it.
It's pretty neat. I'm glad there's still new things being discovered in this game.
I wish I was still doing it. I don't find anything anymore. It's all up to you guys.
Alright, and here we go.
So far, so good. The glitch we're talking about is where you put the tunnel man in front of the main hub door entrance thing. They both have the same trigger key, so no matter what you have your binding set to, you'll activate, I guess, both of them at the same time. And when you enter the game, the tunnel man's prompt box will come up for just a split second and then go right back away. It's this useless, just silly glitch that you can pull off if you'd like to.
Brute just a little bit ahead of Kurt here.
Kurt having a snake pit though. Snake pit though. Kind of slow though. Really.
Slow for snake pit. Yeah.
Back and forth level, snaking, if you will. I'm sorry. I'll.
Wow.
Someone replace me for commentary, please. Nice spider whip from Kurt, of course. Has to comment about it in the group chat, otherwise it never happened. We've got a short black screen here while he types to us, because that's the Kurt thing to do. But they're both at the jungle at this point. Brute an entire level ahead, and I don't think he's going to be slowing down anytime soon. These look like somewhat fast jungle levels, although this is a bit awkward. Does it pretty well though, off to the exit.
Yeah, he's on a really good pace for a race.
Yeah. Dead or Restless for Brute. There's upsides and downsides to that. Upside, of course, being one of the most notable things that I think you mentioned a lot, Kenny, is that there are no monkeys.
Oh yeah.
In the spike pits, actually, because monkeys don't spawn on Dead or Restless.
Beneficial. You can get the spinner spiders on them, but it's rare, and it's easier to handle, especially in a race where your ropes are crucial.
Alright, and Kurt also having to deal with the Dead or Restless, going through it pretty swiftly. Not Rudd, freaking Rudd chatted. Brute, still an entire, no, this is 2 levels at this point ahead of Kurt.
Well, Rudd and Brute also use the same character.
That's true.
Confusing.
And Brute does have a quite good time for races.
Yeah, he was just over 130 into the ice caves here.
We have had PBs. We've had any percent PBs from our junior racers.
Yes, from Shin.
Races, rather. Yeah, Shin being the latest one, if I haven't mistaken myself. So far, so good in the ice case for Brute. Full resources.
Yeah.
Not having to use any ropes or anything. Oh, but Kurt is down! Was that a man trap?
I missed it, I was watching Brute.
Yeah.
While Brute is into the temple with full resources, health, and a mine.
And a pretty good time for races.
If he sees that Kurt's down, he really just needs to slow down here, and he's got this.
Yeah, it was a little bit scary with where that landmine landed, nearby that mummy. Brute with a pretty okay temple so far. Nothing wrong with the Anubis spot.
Yep, going into 4-2 here.
This is
could tie up our race here.
It's a really nice time. This might be one of the fastest. I think 3:30-ish is one of our fastest times.
Yeah, I believe Fibonacci had a 3:27. I think is the fastest right now.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember that a little bit. Brute using his landmine in an interesting way, choosing to get rid of a tiki trap in a situation where otherwise would have been really detrimental to him. So good play there by Brute.
Ooh, that was a rough 4-2 exit, but he handled it. But...
well played.
Yeah, he almost didn't get under the thwomp in time before its cooldown was over. Some more thwomps for him. Still at full health.
Full resources. Only lacking the landmine at this point.
Wow.
Yeah, and he'll be moving on to Olmec here after nearly dying to that thwomp. That was scary.
This is quite a run for Brute here. It's gonna be... he's gonna go slow, I believe. Which I feel is a good idea, honestly.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you based upon Brute's previous Olmec encounters, but he hasn't had any so far, so... Let's see what happens. Although you can't blame Brute, that one temple setup was just beyond garbage. But yeah, you are spot on. These are safe strats that we're seeing here. Alright, and Olmec does not spawn enemies at the end here. It looks like as long as Brute doesn't mess up safe strats, which, you know...
it's possible.
The more we do these races, the more I tend to find out that that's very, very possible. We'll see. Kind of awkward at the end here, but looks like that's going to work out just fine for Brute.
Yep.
Alright, and it looks like...
Wow, even with slow mech fight, he finishes a sub-4.
Yeah, there we go. That's a sub-4 run with, yeah, like you said, a slow mech fight. So bravo.
Yeah, very good. Very well done for
Slow percent slow mech. Alright, so now it's 1-1. We were mentioning how Brute has a solid chance of taking this win, and now he has an even better one. Both racers with 1 win here.
Yep.
And he is back at the main door, which means we can start just about 40 seconds from now. And a lack of tunnel man glitching from Kurt here. What do you know?
Yep, I think he's got his focused face on.
Yeah, at this point, he's not in good standings anymore. Same wins for both these guys. Both have won. This next race is the last one. Whoever wins it takes it all and eliminates the other player. We'll see what happens.
It's true.
Well, these guys played really well.
Very well, yeah.
Well, I mean, both commentators on the same page.
Alright, here we go.
About 10 seconds with delay. Should be starting soon.
Right, right.
Always trying to get that timer about the same time as the racers begin.
It's a good idea.
We'll have a website set up next season that'll have it live for these guys so that they can start at the same time that we do.
Brute entering a little before Kurt.
Yeah. Not a huge deal. That's never affected any of our previous races. And if it does end up getting that close on Olmec, we tell our racers to type done, and they've gotten in the habit of doing so already anyway, so...
Yeah.
There we go. if we have triple overtime.
It could be interesting.
I mean, double overtime, fine, but don't go triple, you monsters.
I think I've commentated for single overtime once.
Yeah, I've commentated for the double overtime. Of course, on the day where my schedule was not exactly that open, they got double overtime, so there we go.
Very well handled. Skin is crawling for Brute. They're about even now. Going into 1-4. Brute burning a rope instead of choosing to do an arrow whip, which, I mean, it can go wrong. I don't think he has a problem with the whip, though.
Sucks to have to use a rope so early in the game for Brute there, yeah.
It was a little bit faster than doing the arrow whip,
Yeah.
and maybe that's in his mind right now.
Alright, both on 2-1. Brute getting a little bit of a better level than Kurt does. Kurt's level is slow, but he plays it pretty well.
Yep. Wow, almost man-trapped for Brute there, but he avoided it.
Yeah, chat's asking how overtime goes down. Overtime happens if both racers at the end of the 15-minute mark have reached the same level. So if both of these guys reach 4-1 and die and they never get any farther, we'll go into overtime.
Both players into 2-3 at about the same time. Brute a little bit behind, but Brute also down to 2 HP at this point. Wow.
You mean ahead, right?
Yeah, Brute's a little bit ahead, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, what is my delay right now? Oh my gosh, that snail!
Heat-seeking
That is
bubble.
a power snail, Jesus!
That bubble was fired from a plasma cannon.
Clearly. Alright, both on 2-4. Brute, as you said, a little bit ahead and down to 2 health, which is unfortunately lethal for arrow traps in the temple.
Yeah.
Should be a
2
huge
health at
deal.
this point. You know, you're gonna probably see some safe plays if he wants to complete the seed.
And I've said it before and I'll say it again, a lot of times when you're in the ice caves in the temple, you can argue that health is a lot less important than it usually is in the other areas, because typically when you take damage in the ice caves and temple, you'll end up being dead no matter what. Because things like mummies, for example, will stun lock you and, well, kill you whether you have 4 health or 2.
Right.
Now, this is the first wet fur we've got in this race, which is actually fairly surprising. We have a audio glitch on Brute Sense, so I'm just gonna stop that trippiness real quick. Oh, please don't tell me that they actually just broke. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna reload this tab. Hopefully we'll get Brute's feedback.
It's on Brute's stream. I believe that happens sometimes when his computer's on for
Yeah, alright.
Spelunky.
So we're gonna just turn off his audio feed real quick. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Ooh, that was weird.
That was close.
Yeah, there was I don't know if you saw that, but a UFO just randomly launched itself towards, Kurt. I mean, I almost said unfortunately. Luckily for Kurt, didn't actually reach him, but, that nearly took out the platform he was standing on.
Wow, both racers into the temple at roughly the same time.
Yeah, you're right, dang. Kurt with a slight advantage, but, usually it's the temple RNG and how the seeds work out that, give any racer a certain edge.
Brute opting not to do the mummy jump. And Kurt passing him. Kurt into 4-2.
Yeah, we'll see how Kurt's 4-2 treats him. I don't know, I think Brute... Yeah, if he messed up the mummy jump, it would have been lethal, but maybe using a bomb there would have been a better idea, considering the 3-bomb strat is not that easy to pull off. Oh no, Brute's waiting even more time here. Kurt is making some massive ground at the temple.
Yeah, a really rough 4-1 here for Brute.
Oh, and Anubis is in a terrible spot as well. This is not getting any better.
I think Brute needs to hope that Kurt dies at this point. Although Kurt got a pretty rough 4-3.
Yeah, but Brute has to finish 2 levels in the time. Oh,
Wow.
That's 1 health for Kurt.
This is interesting.
Alright, so now if there are any kind of trollish spawns on Olmec that are difficult to react to, Kurt will actually go down.
Brute
Ooh.
also down to 1 health.
Yeah, this is... Wow, okay, this is a bit scary. Both of these guys nearing Olmec, Kurt actually on Olmec, rather, and 1 health each. Ooh.
Brute's down.
Oh, yeah. Man, I cannot seem to fix that delay. I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that. Brute is down, like you said, on 4-2. That's too bad for him.
Kurt opting for slow strats.
Hope he pulls it off this time. There are enemy spawns. Cobra, right where Kurt's gonna be
Could've been
putting his
rough.
bombs. Alright, it's all good. Cobra's down. Kurt's got it.
Yeah.
As long as he doesn't mess up safe strats, let's see. Web gun! Web gun!
Web gun in the crust. He picked it up, but it's fine.
Oh my god, it almost just killed him! Kurt nearly just killed himself with the web gun. That was I was legitimately ready to have the best highlight of all of these races.
Yeah.
And Kurt pulls off safe strats, and there's a snake at the exit, and Kurt is done.
Yep.
Kurt's gonna take the win here, which means Kurt is gonna move on in the elimination bracket. That freaking web gun nearly killed Kurt at the end of the game. That's amazing. So unfortunately, Brute is gonna be eliminated from the tournaments. Kurt is gonna be moving on to tomorrow's set of races, and he'll be going against whoever wins next round, which is Krill versus Schnitzel.
Yep.
Is
Going
that
Schnitzel.
true? No, Kurt is actually going to be going against either Link or Sammods, whoever wins that race. With the dynamic scheduling, that's how it works. Kurt turning on music a bit too early for me.
The
We're just gonna
celebratory
mute
music,
it.
I believe.
Yeah, no, it's not getting into the stream. So Brood is going to be down here, I guess. The dumb way to put it. He's eliminated from the tournament. Great job by both racers. Apologies to Brute for being eliminated, and we're going to move on to our next round here.